I'd like to welcome you to AscendSocial training videos, and we're going to focus on the Schedule a Post section of AscendSocial. We're going to be working in the direct post to social media and import content from WordPress. You're going to learn how these two features, independent of one another but still support each other in the big scheme of things. As you can see, we always start with the home page of AscendSocial. From here, we're going to click on Schedule a Post. And this is the interface for Schedule a Post. There's two modes: direct post to social media and import content from WordPress. If you notice, the difference is that when I click on import content from WordPress, you get this drop down menu. This drop down menu will list all the websites that you have configured to AscendSocial. And if you go from the direct post is like you know what, I'm doing something spontaneous on the fly. I'm just going to type the stuff in what I need to know, or I have something on a notepad and I'm doing a copy and paste from there. It's not coming from my WordPress site. But for those that have integrated their WordPress site into AscendSocial and don't want to use the auto post setting because they want to do something a little bit more dynamic, a bit more unique, then use this interface here. And they also would be able to pull one of their WordPress posts that they made on one of their sites. And what does that do? That saves a lot of time. So it gives you two advantages. One, it saves you time, so you don't have to type all the stuff and do cut and paste. For example, I click here. I'm going to choose this particular website here. I'm going to show you that to you real fast. This is a real website. I wanted to use live data for this, for all the training going forward from here. And what I mean by live data, I mean an active site that's actually being used outside of a AscendSocial. Okay, so let's get back over here. I'm going to go ahead and I want to pull information from one of my WordPress sites. The reason I want to do that is because, you know what, I just don't feel like typing all this stuff out or doing the cut and paste like I said earlier. So I'm going to come over here. I have Times Square Choose here. I can pick a category if I want to drill down a little bit. I'm going to say tips, and then it says select a post to be published. Now when you click on that, the last post that you made on that particular site is going to be listed. So you know what, we're going to use that one for this training exercise. So now as you can see here, what happens is it pulled in the feature image from the website. Sorry, AscendSocial is not capable of taking images from inside a post area. So the only images that we use would be a default image or a feature image. Just like you see this little box here, this was of an image, but that's not going to post out. Also right here you have a caption image window. Now if you have your metadata set up, then this would be automatically populated. I kind of like forgot to do that before this. So what I usually do is this: I look at my post and I might decide that this first paragraph within my post is okay, and then I want to move this up here. So what I mean by okay is that when we post out to various places, you don't want the caption to be the same thing as with the beginning of your post. And that's why you got to be careful when you send me your metadata too, because you don't want that to happen. But that's a whole nother issue, and we're not getting into that right now. This is the actual URL from that particular website, because the purpose of what you're doing is you really want to drive traffic back to your website. Or if it's not your website, whatever you put in this hyperlink, that's where it's going to go. Okay, but usually it's going to be your WordPress site, because AscendSocial is all about saving you time. At this point, we're in the post content section. Now, the next section we're going to go into, it's going to be a little bit more involved. Now, two things are going to happen here. In the override content, this is where you're going to be able to, if you go over here to select the social media settings to customize, all right, you're going to be able to go to each one of these pages and make changes to them and make them unique. This is where you, like it says, it's override content. You can override each particular area, and this is what makes AscendSocial so very powerful. Because think about it, I could take one post, I can distribute it across different social channels, and I can make it unique just for that particular channel, and then I can send it out or schedule it to go out at any particular time. That's extremely powerful from my point of view. Well, listen, let's get back to what we have here. So you can see that now we're in the override content section. This information is being distributed across all the various channels. So if we look at the Facebook, for instance, we have the caption posts, we have the URL, we have the branding that was set up in the general settings, and these are actually my different Facebook pages and groups and things that I have associated with my account. So from here, I can tell it where I want to go. I can say I want to go to our test page, for example. Keeping in mind, Twitter is only 140 characters, but one thing with AscendSocial gives you that post caption, so you can go just a little bit more. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take this first sentence and I'm gonna cut it off after facility. This is just a training video anyway, but this is going out to live accounts. Then I come over to LinkedIn. Now, before I actually go to LinkedIn, let me just say one other thing too. Is that I could change this particular image if I want to. It doesn't have to be the same image across all the different sites. I can also add a video from like YouTube. You would actually see a YouTube video that's going to go out to AscendSocial. And because we can make each individual social page unique, for this particular one for Facebook, I'm going to hit and upload a video that I'm going to pull from YouTube. I'm going to click done. So that means that this one is going to have this video. It's not going to actually have the image. So let me go over to Twitter. Now if you notice, now I went back to the image. So once again, that's another demonstration how you can make each from simply by just adding different images that you might want to send out to your different social sites will make your post unique and won't seem the same for people that's following you. So people that follow you, they see that you have something posted here and something posted here. That's going to happen. If you do, like I said, change the images when you post out, it might have the same material, but it still will look comparatively different. And that's what I'm saying. In Twitter, we're not gonna make any major changes to what I just did earlier. At LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off. It says LinkedIn has 700 characters. You can only post to LinkedIn. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this off because I don't even need that much for this particular post. All I want is the first paragraph to go out because it's all about driving traffic back to your landing page or your website. Now Pinterest is going to be a little different because here you're going to have the option. You still got the hyperlink. You're going to have the option to pick out what board you want this to go out to. Okay, so I'm mobile for now, and for this one I'm just showing you some variations. If I'm probably going to go back later on and delete these posts. But the thing is that by me getting rid of this, all right, and like I said, I can add or I can remove. I'm still making the post unique. Now Pinterest, I probably want to do a little bit more because Pinterest is really an image site. It would be the same thing if I was sending something out to Instagram. All right, we have the caption, we have the hyperlink, and I could change the text to be whatever I want it to be. For this demonstration, I'm gonna cut it off right there. Okay, let me just get rid of this last little bit there. And then I have Tumblr. All I want is the first paragraph. I don't have to delete that, but I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. And then I have Delicious, and I'm gonna do the same thing there. So now if you see that, and this is the hyperlink, and of course the title comes across. So now I have configured all my social site based on an initial post. Now I like to say one thing: if we go back to post content, we make changes here, when we go to override content, a notification asking us, do we want to go ahead with the changes that we made here? And if we say yes, then any changes that we made on the post content page is going to be distributed across all the social channels, as you can see here. After that's all done, the next thing that we're going to want to do is go over to schedule to post to social media. So we're going to click on there, and this is where the magic really begins, because this is where we're going to select the social sites you wish to publish to. I configured all of these various pages. That means I want to go out to each one of these social sites. So over here where we set up the schedule and where we want to go to, I'm gonna say I want everything. Okay, and I also could tell it that, you know what, I wanted to remember, so next time I'm coming, I really don't want to do this. I just only want to focus on if it's going to be a repeating schedule, single schedule, or immediate schedule. So from right here, I'm gonna say yes, because normally when I'm doing training, I'm gonna be sending out to everything, to every all the different social sites. So now let's look at the schedules down below, because that's the next thing that we're going to have to do before this actual article is going to go out to the social media sites. So the reason I'm going to start here on repeating schedule. Repeating schedule means that it's going to repeat itself based on the criteria that you set. Repeating means that if I set this up for one day, like a Thursday, right? If I was to say like a Thursday, and I said I wanted this to post every 30, let's say I said I want to post every, let's just leave it 30. I want to post every 30 minutes. Then the duration of that day, every 30 minutes, it's going to post until the next day. If I come in here and I said that I want something to go over time, so we can see here we're on the 23rd. So if I go over here and say I want to go to the 7th, you notice down below I have from the 23:23 to the 4/7 as indicated in the calendar. And the next thing I'm saying that I want to go out at 10:14, but I might want to change that. And like I say, I want to go out at 11 a.m. So the only next thing to do is to click on save here, because now this is all set up. I got it starting on the 23rd, ending on the 7th. I have it, which is indicated here. I have the time that it's going to go out, and it's going to go out every 30 minutes. Now, normally you wouldn't do anything like that, because wow, can you imagine that? Every 30 minutes getting a bang. But you know what? If you was doing something separately, maybe a campaign or something, then maybe you wouldn't want to do it that many times. But you know, Twitter is pretty fluent. A place like Pinterest, you will only want to do it once. Maybe if you was going on your timeline, you might want to do it every couple of hours, depending on how active your timeline is. But otherwise, you wouldn't be using that. Okay, so then the next thing I would do is I click on Save Schedule, and now it tells me that I have this schedule from March the 23rd, 2017 to April 7, 2017. And this is going to go every 30 minutes during that time, starting at 10 a.m. Now, I can come in here if I say, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want that. I want this to go out tomorrow, which would be a Friday. And I want to go out at 1800. Now it's telling me that it's going to go out on March the 24th, and that's only going to be a one shot. Once it's done, it's over. Or I can leave it on immediate. Well, that's what we're going to leave it at for this particular exercise. Immediate means that now. So when I click on the publish button, then we're going to be able to go out and actually look at all these various posts. That's what I'm going to do. Click on the publish button, and we got quite a bit of things happening there. So it's telling us it's successful, and then we get back to an empty screen. Let's get ready to go over and look at what we posted out to social media. So if we go to the actual blog page, this was what we was dealing with, enjoying your next holiday stay with this advice, and we send that out to Facebook. And because we use the caption, you're going to have a small image, and your text is going to be up top. Let's go over to LinkedIn. This is how it's with LinkedIn. LinkedIn, we this is the title of the article, and as you can see, this is the information that we sent over to LinkedIn. Everything seems to be there, and The same thing here. Enjoy your hotel stay. To keep. Nice same picture. And we go over to Pinterest, and same thing here. We're seeing Tumblr, and then, as you know, with Delicious, there's no images associated with Delicious. So now I want to just say one thing. When you look at Facebook, remember when we did the video, you got a video indication here, but we have to still change the image be one of the thumbnails of the actual video. So that's something that will be corrected. But you do see that this is a video indicator here, and if I click on it, it's going to play the video. So this is the actual one that I did set up. All right, we just covered, to go back a bit to the front, since we spent a lot of time with this, I just want to just go through the last few minutes to recap. We went to schedule a post. From schedule a post, we learned about the direct post to social media and import content from WordPress. We took that information and we had the choice of scheduling it or have it go out to repeat itself or schedule for a particular day. And we had chose to send it out immediate. And from there, I went over the website that it was created from and all the social places that it was posted to. Another thing too is, in closing, the reason why we're using live sites, because we feel that it's very important for you to understand that this is something that, yes, we made for ourselves and we're actually using it now, and we're sharing it with you. See you in the next video.